In the module Observing an Aquarium, students learn that people have been maintaining aquariums as a hobby for thousands of years. Most varieties of carp and goldfish sold in pet stores today are descended from breeding experiments begun by the Chinese around 1000 BCE. It is only natural that people have looked to fish as pets. With more than 20,000 species in the world, fish make up the largest single group of vertebrates on Earth. They come in a fascinating variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, and with 70% of the Earth's surface covered by water, they are not hard to find. In ancient times, fish keeping was a hobby of the wealthy class. Today, fish are raised for both profit and pleasure. Aquaculture, the cultivation of fish and plants in controlled underwater environments, provides about 10% of the world's food supply. It is a billion-dollar industry that holds promise as a reliable food source for developing nations. Aquariums are located in cities all over the world. These city aquariums are buildings with water-filled tanks that display plants and animals found locally, as well as organisms from far away and exotic places. The goal of these institutions is to teach people about the richness of the underwater world and to encourage people to help protect it. For students, maintaining an aquarium offers them the opportunity to observe the interaction of organisms that live in an underwater habitat. They learn how interconnected living things are and how delicate the balance of nature is. In learning how to care for fish and other aquatic animals, students discover what it feels like to share responsibility for another living creature. In this way, students learn respect for all living things. In the Observing an Aquarium module, students build and maintain aquariums that become, over several weeks, diverse underwater ecosystems. Students can observe food chains, how populations change, and how life cycles unfold. One by one, organisms are introduced into freshwater habitats. 2 types of aquatic plants, tropical fish, pond snails, algae, and tiny crustaceans called Daphnia. Students examine each one to discover how it is suited to life underwater. By the time they take an end-of-unit field trip to a local pond, students are experienced observers who will recognize meaningful similarities and differences between their classroom aquariums and the natural environment. In the Delta Science Reader Observing an Aquarium, students read about the plants and animals that live in an aquarium. They learn about the life cycle of fish. They find out about the different body parts that make fish well adapted to living in water. They also read about the job of an aquarium scientist. Finally, students observe different types of water habitats.